The competition's just so close. Any given race, it could be anyone out front.
I came here in 1965 when I turned 16. I snuck off with a friend. We weren't supposed to leave town, but we came to Peoria and went to the races, and I've been hooked on this ever since.
With me being from Southern Illinois, I've always heard of this event even when I was down there, so it's a pretty popular event.
My name's Tebben Graffelman. I'm the race director, Peoria Motorcycle Club. The classes we have today are pro classes. We've got the amateur classes, a pro series, and expert class.
We come just looking to get some time on this awesome racetrack.
We're basically using today as a testing tune for the August National.
This is mainly what we do. We put on 2 races a year. This is a Steve Nace All-Star Series. It's a different series, but our big race is in August.
There's some big pros here today. Brad Baker's here, Sammy Halbert, Henry Wiles, and I mean, it'll be cool to see those guys.
It usually draws a crowd of motorcycle enthusiasts and kids of all ages.
It's absolutely fabulous. It's a beautiful place, and our race is actually the world's oldest continuously operating professional dirt track race.
We don't have any bleachers, no bleachers. It's all, you see out here the grass hillsides, and you just come out, pick a spot. There's no set spot where you have to sit. You can go on the infield, you can go all the way around the outside, bring a blanket out, just come out and sit and have a good time. Family, we want to make it family oriented, that's what it is.
Naturally, every now and then you have a serious accident. Somebody will break an arm, break a leg, and that simply goes with motorsports.
There has been several amateurs get pretty severely hurt. I mean, there's dangers with it, but I mean, it's all part of the fun.
We're a firefighter, EMS personnel, motorcycle club. When we leave home, we sometimes leave our families for hours at a time, and there's been some in the past that's never made it back home. But we want to remember them and remember the riders, and we wanted to kind of do something nice for everybody, and to support the Peoria Motorcycle Club too, because they support us, and we all work together.
We're actually a TT race, and a TT race requires at least 1 jump and 1 right-hand turn, and then everything else is left-hand.
Well, they come from all over. We got them from Pennsylvania, we got them from Michigan, we've got them all over. Illinois, we've got local guys. Some of them's got jobs, some of them don't. They travel during the week, get to the weekend, go to a race. They might jump in the van and go to a race the next night, maybe 3 days in a row, and then head back home and then do it all over again the next week.
The racetrack, I've never seen it like this. It's probably the best shape it's been in a long, long time, and you're an 8-time champion of this racetrack.
Yeah, the track's really good. I hope it just stays wet. It's a good track for everybody.
Some riders prefer that type of track. Henry Wiles, he's trying to take the title of Prince of Peoria, I guess, away from Chris Carr. Henry's won 8 times, and Henry would prefer the track not be smooth. He likes a rough track because he rides a little closer out on the edge.
I personally don't mind mine. It's a little rough.
You like to bump around a little bit. How many Hammer and Hank Wild fans do we have in the house, ladies and gentlemen? The Hammer is in the house. Hammer, good luck to you today, buddy.
A lot of young people say, oh, I want to go ride motocross because they hit the jumps, and I mean, I think flat track's so much more fun. We ride here and, we'll run handlebar to handlebar for 20 laps, as well as the high speeds and sliding around. I mean, it's just, I think it's a lot more fun than some other kinds of racing.
Every professional rider who has ever accomplished anything significant in this sport has raced on this track. Hall of Fame members who have raced on this track and won on this track.
It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of dedication.
I was 5 when I started racing quarter midgets, and I raced those for about 9 years, and I've been racing flat track for about 6 years now.
We're here racing as an amateur, but just kind of trying to get some track time and prepare to be pro. So
you really get a kick out of seeing them come up from down at the bottom at amateurs, and pretty soon they're experts, and it's really neat. It's a good group.
And this All-Star Series that this race is actually a part of, they actually run a Grand National Championship event in Springfield, Illinois. They just ran this a couple weeks ago, and I won the AMA Horizon Award there. Oh, it was great. You know, there's some of the most successful AMA flat trackers have gotten this award before, and you know, being as an amateur and looking at all the experts, you feel like they're going so much faster and that they're so much better than you. But it's good to just know that I'm kind of in the right footsteps and following the path.
It's a pretty big step, you know. You get a race for money and you get to go faster, bigger tracks, bigger horsepower, probably. You know, it's a lot more difficult racing for an amateur.
When you come out here on race day and you see all these families out here with their kids, and it's fun to watch.
So we drove 7 hours just for this race. I mean, we couldn't do it without the help of the sponsors.
Yeah, I think it's really important that everyone recognize that we can't do this without fans. It's the fans that come out here that support all this. It's incredibly expensive anymore to put a race on, and without the support of the fans, we simply can't do it. So it's really very meaningful to us to see all the folks that are out here today, and they're what really keep us going.